Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to October favorites. Can we believe that it's stinking November already? I just can't, I can't believe how fast the months are going. You guys have to let me know, are you ready for Christmas yet? Have you started your Christmas shopping? Have you finished your Christmas shopping? I know. So I am pregnant, if you guys didn't know. So not only am I in nesting mode, but I am in full on like Christmas mode right now. I'm doing the Christmas shopping. I am doing the nesting. I am getting it all done. And this past month has been crazy. Luckily, I'm like towards the end of everything, so I can hopefully start to wind down and like chill and not stress myself out too much. Baby is due in December, so my goal is to just have everything ready by December. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it. But yeah, let's talk about favorites for the month of October. I don't have too many to talk to you guys about, but I do have a few, and the first one I'm actually holding in this hand, which is why I'm solely talking with this hand, which is kind of weird because usually I talk with both hands. So let's talk about bath bombs for a second. I have been obsessed with taking baths. I feel like I go through phases of life, and I think it depends on the season as well. In the summertime, it's just not as motivating to take a bath because it's already so hot, but it's finally getting chilly outside. It's finally fall weather. I got my fall sweater on. We actually took fall family photos today. Anyways, it's like slightly chilly outside, so I have been taking some form of bath every single night, whether it be an Epsom salt bath or a bubble bath or bath bomb bath. And also part of that is it just really helps with my achy body, my sore back. I've been getting a lot of Braxton Hicks contractions, sore feet, sore ankles, all the pregnancy symptoms, and a warm bath really helps with that. Also, I know once I have baby, I'm not going to be able to take a bath for 6 weeks, so I'm kind of like trying to soak it all in while I can now. No pun intended. Get it? Anyways, Lush bath bombs and bubble bars are my absolute favorite. They're difficult to talk about in videos because once you use it, it's gone, and I don't have like a product to show you. So I'm going to try to insert some screenshots of my favorites that I've been liking, but this one is the Snow Fairy. I think it's called the Bubble Roll, if I'm not correct. It's a bubble bar. So Lush has bubble bars and bath bombs. If you go into the store, they're all in the same spot, and it can get a little bit confusing. Typically, bubble bars are a little bit more expensive, but you can break them up. Like this is a bubble bar. You can break it up and use it for like 3 or 4 different baths. Whereas bath bombs, you typically have to use the whole thing in one bath. Bubble bars create bubbles. This has glitter. They're scented really well. Bath bombs, they usually have a scent to them, but they just make your water colorful. They don't create bubbles. So that's the difference between the two. This one is a bubble bar, so typically I will break it up and use it for multiple baths. But the Snow Fairy scent, if you don't know what scent to buy Snow Fairy. It has like a cotton candy, like a bubble gum, just sweet scent to it. It makes your water pink. It gives you bubbles. There's glitter, and the glitter kind of like sticks to your skin afterwards, and you just feel so like you treated yourself to a nice bath after it. So they also have a Snow Fairy bath bomb that is really nice as well, but like I said, it doesn't create bubbles. It just smells good and makes your bath really pretty. There's another bubble bar. I think it's called the Sleepy bubble bar. It's shaped like a cloud, and it's like tie-dyed with purple and pink and blue. I love that one. I think that one is my favorite. I usually can get at least 2 baths out of it, sometimes 3 depending on how I break it up. They have a new one for Christmas, so they have all the Christmas bath bombs out right now. They have a new one for Christmas that smells like spearmint, which I could just see that being so refreshing in the bath. Can't you? Like a spearmint scented bath? Like I don't know, the menthol probably clear your sinuses if you have, you know, like sinus issues, but it's blue. It smells like spearmint. I think it's a bubble bar. Butter Bear is one of my favorites. It's the Christmas one. Butter Ball is the non-Christmas version. Butter Bear is the Christmas version. Basically, it's a vanilla scented, and it's a bath bomb, not a bubble bar, so it doesn't create bubbles, but it has like cocoa butter chunks in it, so it makes your water like oily, which is really nice for like the itchy, stretchy skin because I'm pregnant. So regardless, Lush bath bombs, so good. Let's talk about one more pregnancy related thing, and then we will not talk about pregnancy anymore in this video because I know not all of you guys are interested in that stuff. So I use a belly oil every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. I use several different kinds. Right now I'm using the Burt's Bees Mama Body Oil with vitamin E. I know that it's kind of bright in here. The lighting's a little off, but this one smells like lemon. It's really nice. It's really, really greasy. So I typically will put it on and then like kind of let it air dry. Like I'll put my bra on, I'll let it air dry while I'm getting ready, and then I'll put my clothes on top of it. Otherwise it does tend to get on my clothes and then it's really hard to wash out. But I do really like this one. If you like citrus scents, you'll really like this. I feel like you get a decent amount in the bottle. I wish it came with a pump instead of this because I inevitably pour out way too much and then I feel like I'm being wasteful. But this one is nice. The vitamin E, you know, helps with the itchiness, helps with the elasticity of your skin, and it's what I've been using lately. Okay, let's hop over to non-pregnancy baby related things. So Philosophy is one of my favorite skincare lines. I have been a die-hard Philosophy Purity fan for as long as I can remember. Their original Philosophy Purity has been a holy grail in my rotation like for years, like probably 7 years, I guess. And they recently expanded the line and they have 4 new like versions of their Purity face wash. So you can get a little set at Ulta, or is that Sephora? I think you can only get it at Ulta. It has like a little this size of all the different face washes. So this is the one I picked up first and I really like it. It's the pink one. It is, of course, the Philosophy Purity One Step Facial Cleanser with goji berry extract. It has a really nice light, kind of like a berry fragrance to it maybe. I don't know, it's just a nice little switch up from the original Philosophy Purity. It's lasted me a really long time. This little tiny, what is this, 1 fluid ounce has lasted me a couple of weeks using it every single day. You just need a pea-sized amount. So I will definitely be curious to try the other 3, but this is the one I have been using and I really liked it. Okay, I have 3 eye products to share with you guys because I've just been on an eyeshadow kick lately. I don't know, it makes me feel pretty in these last couple of months of pregnancy where I just feel so blah all the time. So these are the 2 eyeshadow palettes I've been using quite frequently lately. The first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. I picked this up during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, so I got it for 50% off, which is a fabulous deal. But I was shocked at how neutral this palette actually is. When it first released, I felt like it was too purple for my liking, which is why I ended up not picking it up. I'm not a huge purple eyeshadow fan, so I was like, I just don't think I'll ever really use it. But when I looked at it a little bit closer, really looked at the colors, it's definitely more of a neutral palette with just pops of purple and pink. So if you take out the purple and the pink, I mean, it's a neutral palette. So I've been using it a ton. I really like the base color. I love this color Dreamer. It's like a champagne glitter. I think that says Violet. It is a really pretty like taupey matte brown. The color Love is like the perfect pink matte shadow. So I don't know, I like that there's a whole row of matte and a whole row of shimmers. I feel like you can get a good variety of looks out of this palette. Fall looks, winter looks, all that good stuff. So I'm kind of hoping they put it on sale again for Black Friday. Typically, when a palette goes on sale for the 21 Days of Beauty, it goes on sale again at some point during the year. So keep an eye out. I think it's definitely worth half the price. I think it's worth full price, but definitely half price. Okay, the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl eyeshadow palette has been a go-to this month, you guys. I love it. I love these Too Faced tinned palettes. They've had one every year for the past 4 years. It started with the gingerbread palette and then the pumpkin spice palette. So this year it's the cinnamon palette. I actually did a whole video all about this that I can link down below for you guys where I swatched it. I did an eye look, all that good stuff. But it's really one of those things, you take off the purple. It is the most perfect everyday neutral eyeshadow palette. You've got every single shade of crease color in here you could ever need, matte colors. You got some more of like the pinky browns, you got some neutral browns, you got some like shimmers, but the right color shimmers. These are really pretty like all over lid shimmers. I feel like a lot of Too Faced palettes, they give you really dark shimmers, which don't get me wrong, there's a time and place for, but I don't always want my eyelids to be super dark. I prefer a lighter eyelid with a darker outer V and a darker crease. So these glitter shadows make that possible. It's really good quality as well. These tinned packages by Too Faced are always really good quality. If you are debating on whether to buy this or like the holiday collection in the cardboard packaging, I say skip the holiday packaging. Those are never really that great of quality. They're super cute and they're always a really good value, but they're not good quality. The tin, this is where it's at. Okay, let's talk about Laura Mercier for a second. It's been a hot minute since I've talked about Laura Mercier on my channel. It's a really good makeup brand, but I just feel like she hasn't come out with exciting stuff lately, at least in my opinion. But these came out, I saw them in store, I fell in love, I bought 3, there's only 6 in the collection, so I bought 3 of, about half of the collection, you guys. These are her rose gold caviar stick eye colors. They're all in this really pretty rose gold packaging. They sell them at Ulta and Sephora, maybe other places, but I'll link both Ulta and Sephora down below for you guys. They're all shades of rose gold. So if you're a rose gold eyeshadow fan, plus a cream stick eyeshadow lover fan, then these are it for you, you guys. They are it for me, that's for sure. So I picked up the color Wild Rose, which is like a champagne rose gold. This is gonna be, can I turn it? Okay. This is gonna be your like everyday champagne, like all over lid color. I also picked up the color Bed of Roses, which is more of like a coppery, like darker rose gold right there. Beautiful for fall looks if you're doing like a warm toned look. And then Kiss from a Rose is probably my favorite. It's like a purple taupe rose gold and it looks like that. I know these swatches are gonna be incredibly difficult to see, but they're just so pretty. They have a little bit of glitter, like shimmer to them. I like to use these stick eyeshadows for under like my lower lash line. So once I do my whole eyeshadow look, I'll go in with this and I'll put it like heavily under my eye. And I feel like it just creates a really good effect, really good like color, but not overboard. Or if I'm in a super quick hurry, I will put it all over my lid, kind of dot it out with my finger. Done. One look, one color, one product eyeshadow look, one look eyeshadow look. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, last product I want to tell you guys about is a face primer by Rare Beauty. I've had this for a long time, but it took me a while to actually start using it and start like giving it a shot. I got real obsessed there for a while with the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer, which is a great facial primer, by the way. I highly recommend it. It's so good, but I ran out of it. I finished a whole tube of that, you guys, and I have since repurchased it, but I didn't have it in my collection for a while, so I was forced to go in and pull out like another facial primer, and I was reluctant, but I pulled out the Rare Beauty one. I actually really like it. I've continued to use it even though I have purchased the one that I like better. You know what I mean? So this is called the Pore Diffusing Primer. I love the packaging. I love the pump. I feel like it gives you the perfect amount of product with just one pump. It does feel really nice on the skin, so it has a nice like cooling effect and like a gel texture to it. So I will just kind of rub it into my nose, push it in to fill in those pores, the cheeks, the chin, the forehead, and kind of like buff it out a little bit. It wears super well underneath of powder foundation, which is typically what I wear pretty much every single time I'm wearing makeup. It's a powder foundation, and this works really well under it. So it's a good one. It leaves behind like a, almost like a powdery, like soft finish. It's worth checking out for sure. Okay, you guys, well, those are were my favorite products for the month of October. November is the Sephora sale, and you know, my wish list is about this long, and I'm gonna pick up a bunch of different products. So I'm thinking November favorites is gonna be really, really, I don't know, big. We'll see, because I'm gonna be trying out a lot of new products. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you in my next video.